Okay. So basically, okay, you can see my screen now, right?
I can see it.
Okay. So we are. I'm going to introduce you to Arduino. First of all, in this class, we should be able to, at this module, at the end of this module, you should be able to explain what microcontroller is, and also identify parts of Arduino, declare and initialize variable of various data types, and at the same time, you should also be able to use inputs and output pins of a microcontroller to write to actuator and read from sensors. Okay, so first of all, what is a microcontroller? So a microcontroller is short form MCU, is a computer system on a chip that does a job, and it contains an integrated process or memory. So the memory is actually a small amount of RAM that you program the RAM, and also the RAM is actually programmable, that works like a computer. So it has input and output peripherals, so which are used to interact with things connected to them. Okay, let's continue. Now let's look at Arduino hardware. And Arduino is an open source electronic prototyping platform based on flexible, easy to use electronic circuit board with a microcontroller. So Arduino, let me correct this. Arduino is not a microcontroller. Arduino has a microcontroller. So Arduino is a circuit board that has a microcontroller. Arduino is not a microcontroller. Well, let's look at parts of Arduino, because if you will be proficient in programming Arduino, you should be able to have a very good knowledge of parts of Arduino, because I like what I said before. This is actually a circuit board that has different parts and different components assembled together that can easily help you to program. So this is actually a typical Arduino Uno. You can see that, right? So
Yeah.
let's start from the reset switch. The reset switch, if you have an Arduino there, you can just pick it up. So the reset switch is the button that you use to restart your program. So if you want your program to, if you want to restart, let's say you uploaded a program to the microcontroller, to your Arduino, and the program is running already, and you want it to start from the beginning. So you can use that reset switch to do that. I don't know if there. Do you have any questions so far?
It's fine.
Let's look at the programming aspect of Arduino. So Arduino actually are programmed using the Arduino IDE, which can be downloaded for free. You have the IDE on, right?
Yeah, I already have the Arduino in.
Once you write the function name correctly, it will show red. It will show in red. That's actually why I'm using their colors. It will show in red. If it doesn't show red, that means you did not write that function name is not correct. Is it because it's a keyword? So the two inputs that it takes is the pin that I want to turn on, and then what you want to do. Is it high or low? High or low? High is 5 volts, low is 0 volts. An example is distal right 7, comma, high.
So doing the resistor, uh, that goes before the power supply, the 5 volts. Was it after the negative?
Okay, let me show you. Okay, have you heard of Tinkercad before?
Yeah, I use this for yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is actually what I wanted to do. Breadboard. Bring out this. Okay. Then LED. Okay. And resistor. Okay. Then Arduino. Because if connection is not right, your program won't actually work. Now, okay, here. Let me flip it. Let me just do the flipping. Okay. All So this is what I wanted to do. You put the resistor and the LED. You
Yeah.
put the resistor. Then let me flip my resistor. Okay. Then I connect the resistor supposed to go to the negative.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I connected it. Let me just. Yeah. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Okay.
The variable name. Okay. You can
Um,
call it what color. You can just call it the color of the LED you're using.
okay. Yellow.
Okay.
Then equals the
Equals.
pin that I'm
Yes,
using.
exactly.
H. Then put
Then
the
close. All right. So you enter the setup and then the
pin
pin
mode.
mode. Yes,
Then I put yellow.
exactly.
Then output.
Then output. Okay, close. Close.
Oh yeah, close.
Okay, then
This to right.
yes, turn it on the with digital right. Yes.
Wait, how's this going? The pin. So yellow again.
Yes, yellow. Then is it high or low?
High.
Yes.
Yeah.
Caps lock. Okay, once you get it correctly, it shows you the correct color. Then you have to delay.
Yeah.
If you don't delay it, you won't see the change in the blinking. So the delay comes in milliseconds. Sorry. So 1,000 is 1 minute. Then turn it off again, and
Delay
then
again.
delay again. Yes.
So upload that.
Okay. First of all, what you do, the first thing you do is you set the port and the board you are using. So you go to tools.
Yeah. Yeah. So this. Yeah.
Okay, set. Then the port is set. Okay. Try verifying.
Yeah.
If you want to upload, if you just want to just upload, you can just hit the upload button. So the upload does the verification and uploading at the same time.
Yes. It works.
So I actually don't want us to use it today.
So
So let's scroll down.
all of these the ones that I have at the
Okay,
moment.
okay, you have.
I need to open the serial monitor. Hopefully. Yeah, nice reading.
In our next class, I'm going to show you how to use the reading to make a decision, possibly to
Okay.
turn on an actuator and all that. So how has the class been?
It's really good. Yeah, I learned quite a lot.
Uh,
Probably learned more here than ever before.
Summary: what we looked at a microcontroller, and I said a microcontroller is a small computer on a chip, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that does the job exactly. So we also talked about our computer programmer, which I said is a collection of instructions that can be executed by the computer to perform a specific task. Then we said that the basic code structure of Arduino programming is very simple and it is composed in two parts. You have the setup function and the loop function. So setup function is the function that you write codes that are to be executed, are to be run only once. Any code you want to be run only once, you write them inside the setup. While the codes you want to run repeatedly, like this sensor, if you put that digital read line of code inside setup, it will only give you one output. Just it will also only display result once because
Okay.
the setup runs only once. But since you want it to repeatedly gets your the value of the sensor, you have to put it inside loop. So that's the loop function. So any line of code that you put inside the loop is going to read in your value repeatedly. Now we now also say that a variable is a way of naming and storing a value for later use by the program, just like storing creating a variable that will carry the pin of a particular component we are making use of. And in course of the program, we may need to make use of that pin. So what we do is we reference that pin by using the name of that variable. And we also talked about comments, which we say that comments are lines in the program that are used to inform yourself or others about the way the program works, which are ignored by computer.